And we are back. This is Alco 193 with Duel 26 for Dueling Network. In this duel I'm facing Necruta, someone from the Netherlands that I also faced for Duel 21. Back then it was Ice of Destiny versus a Light Ray deck. And in this duel Necruta is using a deck which he's testing out. He's trying to make a deck around the Book of Spells, like spell card archetype. And he asked me to use not that good of a deck to face him, so that he could test it out and not be obliterated in one go. So I decided to use one of the 4 starter decks that I made to help a friend. I'm using a deck called Armor Portal, which focuses on Xyz Monsters a bit. It also has 2 Synchro Monsters, but it only has 1 tuner, as you can see there. So here I think he probably has something to destroy my monster, so I'm going to place the attack with Darkfire Soldier 2, and with my equip spell I can make sure to bring it back if it's once destroyed by battle, but the opponent sets a monster. So I think, well, that's not going to work. I'm not going to Xyz summon now for Blackcorn, and I'm going to keep Armor Ninja for later, just in case I want to rank 3 Xyz, because Air Armor Ninja can lower its level by 1 when it's summoned. So I summon Sasuke Samurai, and when Sasuke Samurai attacks a face-down defense position monster, it can destroy it with its effect without flipping it face-up or damage calculation. But he has Torrential Tribute, so all of the monsters on the field leave. So all I'm left with is my counter-trap Magic Drain, which can negate any spell card effects. Here he summons Defender, the Magical Knight, which is a quite helpful spellcaster. 1600 attack, 2000 defense, level 4. Already quite good. But it has an effect. When it's summoned, it gains a spell counter. And when any spellcaster on his side of the field, and Defender himself is a spellcaster as well, you can remove 1 spell counter from a spellcaster you control to negate the destruction of that monster. So would I destroy his Defender, he could just get rid of the spell counter and it wouldn't be destroyed. But that only works if the spellcaster would actually be destroyed. So I was like, hey, I've found this before. So I summoned Air Armor Ninja and Xyz summon with Alpha for number 50 Blackcorn, which, when detaching an Xyz material, can send an opponent's monster to the graveyard as long as it has lower attack than Blackcorn. It doesn't destroy, it merely sends it to the graveyard, meaning Defender's ability can't activate. So Blackcorn's effect goes through, Defender to the graveyard, and 1000 damage is inflicted. Unfortunately, Blackcorn can't attack this turn, but at least I get rid of his monster and I don't have to worry about his effect. Then I play the field spell Xyz Territory. When an Xyz monster, like number 50 Blackcorn, battles an opponent's monster, the Xyz monster gains 200 attack and defense times its rank, but only during that battle. Blackcorn is rank 4, so it would gain 800 attack and defense points when it battles another monster. And Xyz Territory, when it would be destroyed by a card effect, it can detach an Xyz material from one of the monsters I control to negate Xyz Territory's destruction. Now here he plays a really strong spell, Monster Reborn, very well known, has been there since the very beginning. But I negate that with Magic Drain, and he didn't want or he wasn't able to discard any spells to negate my card's effect. So here I summon Combo Fighter. 1600 attack, quite strong monster. I attack with number 50 Blackcorn, getting rid of his monster, was Effect Veiler. That card is usually just kept in the hand for the ability, but he didn't want to get a direct attack in his face from both Blackcorn and whatever else I would bring out, so he placed it as a defense instead. Here he summons Temper, the Magical Summoner, makes a really good move with Magical Dimension. You need a spellcaster on the field and one in your hand to activate it. You tribute the spellcaster. You tribute any monster. You just need a spellcaster on the field to activate it. You don't need to tribute the spellcaster. Then you special summon a spellcaster from your hand, and then you can also what's it called? Oh yeah, you can destroy another monster as well, but that's optional. You don't have to do that. So here he summons Breaker, the Magical Warrior, another quite well-known monster. When it's summoned, it gains a spell counter, just like Defender. and Breaker gains 300 attack points when it has the counter on it. But by removing that one spell counter, it can destroy any spell or trap card on the opponent's field, which he used to get rid of my Trap Rising energy. It might have been Mirror Force, then it would have been dangerous for him. Right now, it wasn't. Here, I know I've kind of lost, but I feel like doing something. And so I summon Card Breaker. It can't be normal summoner set. I have to special summon it in phase of attack position by sending a card from the spell and trap card zone to the grave. So I do that with Galaxy Wave, summon Card Breaker in attack mode, and then use Earthquake to switch them all to defense, so I won't get like the damage right in my face. But yeah, he still has 2 monsters, and that's enough to take me out, whichever one he attacks first with. Then he even summons Kaisu the Ghost Destroyer, but that didn't really matter because he would be able to direct attack me with either Breaker or the other spellcaster, and it's over. So that's what he does here, and that's the end of the duel. Armor Portal versus the magical archetype with Book of Spells. We haven't really seen any Book of Spells in this duel. That was unfortunate because that was the whole idea, that we could test that. But didn't work out. I did see some really good spellcasters. Breaker. I saw Defender, very helpful card in spellcaster deck. Magical Dimension, go for it. Another Necruta, if you're watching. The trap card, what's it called? Magician's Circle could also really help in a spellcaster deck. You might want to consider it. Maybe it doesn't really work. I haven't really used the magical archetype myself yet, but try it out, see if it works. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.